Hello, it's me again, the greatest villain expert. Okay, well, when I say Kylo Ren, villain number 6, I already said that. It was number 7. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up on this. But I still know a lot of villains. But anyway, I know you guys like Disney. Well, Dr. Calico was the first one I introduced. Well, you already know that. So, villain number 8. Ursula.
Unfortunate soul! Go ahead! Make your choice! I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much. Just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross a bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam jetsam, now I've got her voice. The boss is on a roll. This poor, unfortunate
Okay, this bombastic so-called sea witch has been ruling the seas from her secret kingdom. She is best known to be one of the recognized villains from The Little Mermaid. And she's one of the Disney princess's very arch villains. Here's her background. Okay, Ursula the Sea Witch, simply known as Ursula, is the main antagonist of Disney's 28th full-length animated feature film, The Little Mermaid, and one of the secondary antagonists in Mickey's House of Villains. She is loosely based upon the Sea Witch in the Hans of Christian Andersen fairy tale of the same name. Ursula has the upper body of a obese lavender female human, while her lower half is that of a black and purple octopus. The this both connects to separate this both connects and separates her from the average sea folk. By nature, Ursula is very dark and mysterious in tone, with a wicked sense of humor. After her banishment from Atlantica, the Sea Witch established herself as a physical beacon of hope towards unfortunate merpeople, allowing them to strike deals and business propositions that would supposedly result in their happiness, should they successfully fulfill their end of the bargain. During such deals, she speaks in a grandmotherly tone, as if her only concern is the pleasant satisfaction of her customers. This makes her schemes easily to fall for, though should she feel a deal is going nowhere, she resorts to pursuing her victims into accepting her offer, additionally portraying herself as their last attempt at making their dreams come true. However, if Ariel's deal is to be believed, Ursula sadistically ensures her customers fail at upholding their end of the deal, resulting in their souls being forever in her possessions and their bodies becoming permanent members of her living garden. Yeah, so it seems she shrunk them and turned into some kind of seaweed. Okay, that's not funny. That's just cruel now. I'm telling you, that was a mistake to laugh. That's not funny. But anyway. Okay. Okay. As polyps, they're called polyps. The motivation of such practices are never revealed for any individual other than Ariel, whom Ursula uses to obtain power over the seas, implying the sea witch simply enjoys causing havoc to the innocent, having no sense of true morality or remorse for those she torments. Apart from this, Ursula may also be acquisitive and cannibalistic, as she is seen eating some sort of tiny sea creature alive. Ugh, that's a meal. Don't try this at home, unless you call someone called Elliot Giles. She is also very nasty, vengeful, and acrimonious, holding a vendetta against King Triton for a prolonged period of time, spending her days spying on his relatives to eventually take advantage of them and concoct a scheme capable of ending in her favor. As the oppressive ruler of the seas, this also ties into Ursula's duplicitous, power-hungry and manipulative nature, which drives her motivation throughout the film, and is greatly expressed once she finally crowns herself queen during the climax. Despite her irredeemably negative and antipathetic traits, Ursula has a softer side to her personality, seen with her relationship between herself and her minions, Flotsam and Jezim, her henchmen. Ursula lovingly refers to the duo as her babies. Every supervillain always says that. And has been shown to treat them with affection despite barking orders at the two from time to time when enraged. She is also extremely protective and sympathetic of them, eventually even expressing her remorse over killing them with the trident by accident before driving herself into a murderous state towards Ariel for causing it in the first place. She was once one of the most respected imperial figures in the sea, but by the time the Little Mermaid Princess Ariel's story takes place, she is an exiled subject of King Triton's royal sea court. She was banned from the kingdom of Atlantica after it was rumored that she was trying to overthrow him. When Triton found this to be true, Ursula was forced to live on the abandoned outskirts of the ocean, away from the rest of the sea folk and the Mer civilization. As a way to survive, she took up the skills of dark magic, and to secretly spy on Triton and his people via her magic cauldron, all in efforts to one day take over his kingdom and become the ruler of the ocean. Ursula made her home in the belly of a giant dead Leviathan, and her pet eels called polyps, which are forever imprisoned into the ground of her underwater garden, which is at the entrance of her chambers. The polyps are usually seen crying in agony. The polyps are mermaids, who, well, at least they were until they kept their end of the bargain, hoping others could avoid their fate, and even wrapping themselves around the limbs or wrists of new visitors who are interested in making a deal with Ursula, as they did with Ariel, although Ariel managed to get free. Occasionally they are fed dead fish by Ursula. Over the years, Ursula has become one of the most popular and iconic of all the Disney villains, and is one of the franchise's official members. Gotta give her credit. The character has been compared to Madame Medusa. I'll show you that video, but not yet. Wait. From the 1977 animated Disney film The Rescuers in terms of style, dramatics, and choice of minions. Her character is also based upon Divine, an American performer, actor, singer, and drag queen who was associated with the legendary independent filmmaker John Waters. Well, that's it. And this is her catchphrase. Triton's daughter will be mine, and then I'll make him worth. I'll see him wriggle like a worm on a hook.